Okay, in this video we are going to go over posts and pages. Posts and pages are very similar, and so it's very easy to talk about both of them quickly. And so in this tutorial, we're going to go right into it. Normally I would add a new post, but I want to get some content in there, so I'm going to go to all posts here. And you're going to see I have a lot of different posts. This is a test site that we use for web development, and I'm just going to use this layout test sticky one. Okay, and in here you're going to see two different things, two different tabs, visual and HTML. Visual is kind of like as if you were using something, say, like Microsoft Word. You have your paragraph, different paragraph settings like headings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. You can change colors, you can add bullets, and so on. When you go to HTML, things change a little bit. You're going to see different HTML tags in there. And both are going to come into play later on, but generally 99% of the time you're going to be using this visual tab. So make sure whenever you're editing anything that you are in the visual tab. And just to give you a general, just kind of orient you to what's going on here, is up here you have your title. This is where you edit your post title. So here it's called layout test, but you can change it to anything that you want. Here you're going to see the permalink to this. So if you were to give this link to someone, they would be able to get to this particular post, this single post. So here it gives the permalink, and it's layout test is the name of this particular post, layout-test. And down here you have your actual content. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is that in this row, you have two rows here. You want to click this button over here first before you do anything. It's called Show/Hide Kitchen Sink. This is what it normally looks like without it, and this is what it looks like with it. It gives you it gives you additional stuff that you're definitely going to need, especially when it comes to the color of text and so on. So it gives you additional stuff, and depending on the theme that you use, there might actually be additional stuff too with that, like adding buttons and all that other stuff. So here in this layout test, you see we have some text already, and the way that it's formatted here is the way that it's going to be formatted on the actual post. So I'm going to click this view post right here. And you're going to see right here, this is what it looks like. Actually, let me take that out. This is actually from another plugin. So let me disable that, and I'm going to update it. Okay, so now let's refresh it. And so you'll just see the text now. Okay, so now we just see the text. This is a sticky post. Make sure it sticks, blah, 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 blah. All right. So that was we were able to view post, and then this short link. This is if you want to give it to someone, it'll create a shorter version of the link for you to get to that post. Now, we have our content here. You can do things such as we can bold this thing by you have your bold, italics, strike through. So we'll bold that first sentence. We have italics. And you can mess around with these. Don't be afraid to mess around with any of these things because it's very easy to change back. And then we'll strike through this particular one. You can add bullets. Let's add bullets. Bullets here. So bullet 1. My bullets. And when you press enter, it'll, just like with Microsoft Word, it will put a new bullet in there. If you want to add numbers, 1, 2, same thing goes. Here's your block quotes. If you wanted to quote something, here's to line left, center, to the right, and so on and so forth. Spell check. and you can choose different languages there as well. Toggle full screen mode. I never use full screen mode for editing. I just don't need it. But you have a lot of options here. And as you can see, it's very easy to add things. So say, what if we wanted to add an image, right? Let's add an image because that's something that that might be a little intimidating first. You're going to see up here it says upload insert. It has a little camera and music. All you're going to do is click that, and it's going to tell you. You can either get it from your computer, and you can drop files there if you want to. Let's get something from my library. Let's get this guy jumping right here. We can do this guy jumping. Actually, no. Let's do. Let's just use this Twitter icon right here. That's what it looks like. And all you have to do is you can just pop it in there like that. Drag and drop into that specific area. And now you see we have it in here. And we can change this to whatever we like. We'll just change it to that. Gibberish. Title is the title of the picture. Alternate text. This is what Google sees when it actually goes through and scans through your picture. Alternate text allows you to, if someone is visually impaired, to be able to explain to them what that picture is about. You can even add a caption and a description if you want. I usually don't. And then a link. You can make it link to wherever you want. I'm not going to have it link anywhere. You can change the size and so on. And you're going to see that we're going to be able to change the size no matter what. And then you have your alignment right, left. Right now it's on the right. And you click that insert into post, and you see that it's aligned to the right. And all the words wrapping around it. We can actually make it bigger if we wanted to. Or smaller. There it goes. Just takes it delays a little bit. But if we wanted to make it big again, you can make it bigger. And if you wanted to edit anything, you just click on the picture, and there's a little picture that says edit image on the top left. And you can change anything that we had changed before. Caption, link URL, and then on the top right, on the top left you have advanced settings where you can do other things as well. But we're okay there. We've just added an image. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that you're just going to add an image. Maybe you want to add an MP3, or maybe you want to add a PDF file. It doesn't matter. You can go ahead and put it in there, and this is all going to go into the media library. So you're going to remember we saw the media library up on the left-hand side over there. The media library is also available in this area too. So you have the tab up here. You have get something from your computer, get something from a URL, get something from your gallery, or get something from the media library. And so for example, if we wanted to use this this ebook cover right here, say we wanted to use this ebook cover right here, we could get rid of this right there. We'll just add an alt text. Alt text is the same thing, and no links. We'll do full size. We can do full size because we can change it later, and then we'll just insert into post. So there it is right there. We have an ebook cover that we had made a long time ago. We're going to change the size of it as well. Keep on changing it. Doesn't want to change, so let's go in here and we're going to actually advanced settings. Easy way to change it is you can go to width, height, and cut it in about half. We'll update. And there we go. So now it's changing. There's a lot of stuff going on the page, so sometimes that happens, but it's okay. I think it had to do with the strike through. That's why it wasn't letting it go through well. But there we go. You know, in fact, let's change this, and we're going to make it align to the left. Align left. Update. Now it's aligned to the left. We have our wonderful looking ebook there. So so that is how you're going to add content. Now let me show you some other things that are on here. So how do you publish, right? So on the top right, you have this area called publish, and if you don't see it, maybe it looks like something like that. Make sure that you'll see these arrows on the top, sorry, on the right hand side of all of these little sections. You can click that to toggle, and you see status. This one is actually already published because this is one that we already created. Normally it'll say draft or nothing, and you can edit this. You can actually put it back into draft or in pending review and so on, and you click OK and it'll do that. So let's do that. Let's put it back into draft. So now it's in draft. Visibility, you can it can be public, or you can make it password protected or private for only people that are logged in. Let's keep it public. And then published, this is actually a really cool feature. You could, hypothetically, if you not hypothetically, you could do it. You can put this, say that this is published on in 2013. The date in 2013. And so this is September 9th, this is September 4th, 2013 at 11 o'clock basically at night. And you'll see when I clicked OK, it says schedule for that time. It will actually schedule it at that time, and all you would have to do is click schedule. But let's not do that. When you click schedule, it'll set it up and it'll automatically publish on that date. But let's not schedule for that time. Let's keep it published, and we will actually publish it. Let's when you don't have it, when it's not in draft form, you're going to see how it changed right now, because remember we put it to draft. It says publish. When it is not a draft, when you've actually published it, it just says update. And so now we do not have a published thing. It's back in draft. We do not have a published post. You're going to see down here we have all these different categories, and we keep these as they are. We have all of these different categories because this is a test site, and like I said before, you want to have one, maybe two categories, possibly three if you really can't keep from doing it per post. And then tags, you can, down here you're going to see all these tags. If you wanted to add a new category, say I'm sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. Let's go back to categories real quick. If you want to add a new category, just click this add new category link, and let's say this category was about marketing. This is a marketing category. Whoops. Marketing. That's our marketing category. And you can have a parent category, so if you wanted to, but I don't. So let's do add new category. Okay, and we should see marketing actually up on top here. So now we have our marketing category. So we can take this out of all those out of there, and now we just want to have it in our marketing. And even in tags, you can put marketing in your tags. Marketing, fun, tips, strategies, whatever you think with categories. Some themes have a featured image. This is usually shown in the front page of your on the home page of your site. Not all themes have that, but most do. And in order to do that, you can there's an area here where it says add featured image, or when you're adding an image, there's a little link that says use as featured image. Discussions, You can say allow discussions or don't allow discussions. You can close the comments if you want. This shows this revisions area shows all of the revisions that you've made. And related posts, that is actually a plugin. So let's see what our post looks like. Let's publish and update. Sorry, let's publish. Now you see that when we're published, you're going to see update on there now. All right, and let's go view that post. We should have our ebook up there now to the left. Got our bold, got our italics, all our bullets, and our ebook there on the left. Very easy. And if we were to go, since that's a sticky, if we're going to go to the front page, we'll see in our layout test that it's up there. And you see posted in marketing, we have our category, it's in the marketing category and tagged as these. Pretty awesome. Okay, so that's the gist of posts. Pages are generally the same thing, and in fact when we go into them, you're going to see here when we add a new, we'll go to we'll actually go to an existing page. But you're going to see right here when we go to about the tests, it's going to look exactly the same. And in fact, let me back up one. When you go to these all pages and posts, when you go to the post that you have, you're going to see a couple of different options. You're going to see edit, quick edit, trash, and view. Obviously, trash is to get rid of it. View is to look at it. The difference between edit and quick edit is quick edit allows you to change only certain things. The author, the date, if you want it to be a draft or if you want it to be published, if there's a specific template. When it comes to pages, there are specific templates that you can use if you depending on the theme and so on. But generally, any categories and tags, that's what you're going to be able to change. You can't change much. That's why it's called quick edit. But when you click edit, when you actually go to the real edit, then it's going to take you to this area again. Now the big differences between posts and pages is that posts have categories and tags. Pages do not, and pages have templates which posts do not have as well. So remember, pages are things that you're not going to be adding too many pages at a time, and you're not. This is not something that you're going to consistently add all the time. Pages are things that are static, that are going to be there for a long time. But it generally looks the same. Everything looks the same. You can add the same type of media as well. So in fact, we can go to this media real quick. We'll add our Twitter logo here. Take the link out because I don't want it to link anywhere. And insert to post. So we have our image there. It's exact same thing. We also have the HTML tab. But you'll see over here page attributes. There's no parent page here, but you have these parent pages. You can have this could be a child of another page. And you also have these templates. Here on this particular theme, you have a sidebar template and a showcase template. Showcase template's more for showing off, a gallery or a portfolio. And you don't have that in other in the posts. But generally, everything else looks the same. The other thing that you do not have generally with pages are comments. It depends on the theme, but generally you don't want people commenting on your pages anyway, because the only people that really do are really people who are just doing spam. But like I said, generally everything is the same here, and when we click this update, you're going to see, and we'll go to the page. That we now in our page, in our about the test, which is our about page, we have our image there. So generally, it's the exact same thing as a post, but you just have to keep in mind that these pages are meant for having something that is there for forever, really. Not going to change too often. You might have a page where you add new products or things of that nature, but generally, all that falls under post. Anything that's going to be added is going to fall under posts. So if you can't tell, it's not that hard to change things. Very rarely are you going to go into this HTML area. And the only time you're going to be doing that is if you need to do something special. But say we wanted to add a link. That's something that we didn't go through. Say we wanted to add a link. We highlight this. There's a little link function here. It looks like a chain. Click there. And, well, what if I want to link to one of you? I can have it linked to a different site if I wanted to. That's totally fine. And if I click here, it would go to a new window. But what if I wanted to link it somewhere in my blog? The easy way to do that is right here. It says you can enter a destination URL or link to existing content. When you click there, you can search your content, or you can just scroll through your content and say I wanted to link to sample page. I click on this. It fills it all out for me. It creates a title for me, and it creates the link to there. So I'm going to add that link, and now I have a link up there. When I update and then I refresh the page, you're going to see now I have not only my picture, but I have my link there. And if I click into that link, it is going to take me to the sample page. But say if I wanted this, all I have to do is highlight this again. You actually don't need a highlight. You can actually just click on it. But say I wanted this to go somewhere else. Maybe I wanted this to go to a product of some sort. I update it and go back to the page that I had. Let's refresh it. Link looks the same, but when I go there and click, it takes me to a whole different site. Takes me to a plugin that you can buy if you wanted to. But that's how easy it is to add new things and to add new ways of giving value to your customers and giving value to the people that want to buy from you. Now there's a lot more when it comes to marketing than just creating links and creating posts, but generally this is the foundation of what you're going to be doing with WordPress. So you've learned 80% of what you need to learn with WordPress already. These are the big things: posts and pages, and these are the things that you're going to interact with more than anything else. So congratulations on getting past the 80% mark. Yes, it might be a little intimidating, but like I said, very quickly you can learn and see how easy this really can be. So with that, update that one more time. Next, we're going to be going into a little bit more of WordPress, and specifically we're going to go into the widgets and menu system. So that's going to be in the next video. All right, hope this was informative, and if you have any questions, feel free to email.